December 11, 1862, General Burnside intended to cross the Rappahannock River and seize Fredericksburg using speed and surprise to outwit the Confederates. He had engineers set up pontoon bridge sites at 3 different points on the river. Right now, I'm located at the upper pontoon crossing at the north end of the city. A middle crossing would have been at the lower part of the city, and the lower pontoon crossing would have been about 1.5 miles below the city itself. As engineers started to build their bridges across the river, Confederate sharpshooters posted along the riverfront suddenly emerged out of the darkness and opened fire. Engineers were swept away from their bridges, and Union artillery attempted to drive the Confederates away. A general bombardment of the city had created a tremendous amount of destruction, but it did not drive the Confederates away. As the day started to unwind, speed and surprise started to collapse, and General Burnside became desperate. At one point, he even embraced an odd idea of just putting infantrymen in pontoon boats and ferrying them across the river to establish a bridgehead. With no other ideas, he decided to do it. Late on the afternoon of December 11th, Union volunteers from the 7th Michigan Infantry would crawl into pontoon boats on the far side of the river. One final bombardment would be the signal to set them going. As soon as the guns stopped firing on the city, these men took off into the river. Confederate sharpshooters, a bit addled from the artillery, suddenly emerged out of the rubble and opened fire. The men in the boats started to take instant losses until they got about halfway across the river, when suddenly the Confederate fire ended. The Confederates, located up in the city, only had a view of the first half of the river. The second half was blocked by a bluff on the river's edge. That allowed the Union soldiers to successfully get across and land on this side of the river. As soon as their boats grounded, the men charged out of them, up the hill, and in among the very first houses, driving the Confederates away. As soon as the Confederates were swept out of the houses, the engineers now could successfully finish their bridges. The Union Army had done something truly amazing here. They had made the first riverine crossing under fire in American military history and established the first bridgehead under fire in American military history. This was a truly unique event.